Recording has begun. The fanatic is dead. Thank you.
The degeneracy of the hamlet is nothing, I fear, when compared to the condition of surrounding acres.
We got Formless Flesh. We got both Cove bosses. Sleeper, Viscount, Countess, and then the Four Darks Dungeons. Crazy. Crazy. We're just sailing along. We don't need to go to the Weald. It looks like... You know, I'm probably just going to go ahead and do the Viscount. I usually take a Hellion to the Viscount, but we don't have that luxury. So what will I take? I don't have to worry about the Croc. Sleeper lives up to his name. Getting to it and fighting it is so boring. Yeah. You liked combat better than Mountain Blade combat? Yeah, I actually liked the game. I played it a bit, Wicked Agent. Conqueror's Blade is, we get some scholarships and I'm like, this game, you know, you might like it, I don't like it, sort of thing. But the Conqueror's Blade one's good. All right, so maybe I take Double Houndmaster. Double Houndmaster would destroy the problem with taking Double Houndmaster to the Viscount is that we start out with 4 Hound traits. And if we do that, we then have very little room to take things with us to one-shot the dungeon. So, Courtyard. Yeah, we're probably going to go kill the Viscount. One-shotting, I mean, that's the goal, yeah. Let's just go ahead and think about this. First off, we would want to take an Occultist. Thick-Blooded Tough is probably the one we're going to take, or Evasive, one of those two. If we are going to just stack Dodge, then obviously taking Evasive is the way we're going to go. If we go that route, we'll probably take the Man-at-Arms. Man-at-Arms will allow us to stall quite a bit. It'll also make the dungeon itself very easy, because everyone will have like 90 Dodge. That's probably what I'll do. So, let's say we take Ixom. We'll take a Jester. Again, Dodge emphasis. Taking the Jester allows us to not worry about... oh, we got 2 Luminous. Luminous and Daredevil versus Luminous and Tough. Yeah, easy pick. Anyway, taking the Jester makes so we don't have to take accuracy trinkets and we can just stack more dodge. Oh yeah, I liked Raid. After our promotion of it a year or so ago, Keith, I ended up playing it for months. I never spent, and I did free to play. I can see the temptation though. No, that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, Pilot Wash. So it didn't count for you either. Yeah, you're supposed to create an account on the website after clicking the link, then download the game from the website, and then log in to the game for the first time, and it should count. So if you did that and it's not... Well, I can't take a Bounty Hunter... excuse me, I can't take Hellion or Shieldbreaker Samurai, so... Yeah, this is not normally what I would take, obviously, but... Can't take a Vestal either, so... Yeah. So it doesn't matter. I mean, I've one-shot this dungeon dozens of times, but usually I have the same team I always take, and I can't take them because I can't use female characters. Jaliet's still playing, yeah. Let's go, Jaliet. Ixom, welcome in. Let's go, Ixom. You did exactly that. Yeah, and it didn't count. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Pilot Wash. Yeah, I'll see what they say after this dungeon. That sucks, though. Dodge it is, then, yeah. We could take Hyman to make it a little bit easier to get through there. But like I said, we could just take Morgan and dodge everything. So, it's probably what I'll do. Tough. So, evasive, obviously. All right. This is definitely never a team that I thought I would be taking to the Viscount, but it should be okay. We're going to dodge most everything. So, let me check and see if they replied yet. Leper is just a better Hellion. Well, that's very much backwards and not true. All right. I was just confirming to them that you guys were doing it correctly. So yeah, you guys just hold off on it until I hear back from them. So we're basically gonna take everything just in case. Well, almost everything, just in case we want to swap things out. Okay, we're stacking dodge. So the blood light in the Crimson Court counts as radiant light. So, who's our lowest dodge? Morgan starts at 25. Morgan also has quick draw. So we're probably going to take the candle with Morgan. Maybe Feather Crystal. Feather Crystal and, so on Ixen, we'll take Ancestor's Coat and we'll take Wilbur's Flag. This way, since they are our healer, they're less likely to get stunned over every class, even the modded ones, even the broken modded ones. Is the Leper stronger than the T-pose Leper, or does that not count? Woozy, Camo Cloak, and Feather Crystal, Lunar, Camo. And what do I lose by going? We lose 3 dodge with Ancestor's Candle. I think it's probably worth, so we'll go that route. All right. I think we're pretty good, right? We have dodge there, dodge there, dodge there, dodge there. Yeah, I know. Our quirks are so good this run. It's really silly. I'm telling you, this has been the best RNG run I've ever had. I played through the game completely all bosses many times, like probably 30 plus times, not counting speed runs. And I've never had a run that's so lucky as this. This is a blessed run. Taking away dodge from you? No, you got dodge. Just 3 less than you would have. All right. We want to make sure we take everything here that we might need. Yeah, we're fine. All right, anything that we need to do in town this week? We need to get rid of scurvy. It's just so rare. It's like, yeah, like Yuumi. Like, I'll never forget. Yuumi's probably the best. Like, this is probably the best Leper I've ever had. And Yuumi is probably the best Hyuman I've ever had. I'll show you Yuumi as we get through here. Looking at things that I might want to get rid of. Here's Yuumi. Look at this. Precise Striker, Slugger, Hard-Skinned Lurker, Risk Taker. What is this Hyuman? Yuumi is a god. Absolute god. I can't take Yuumi anywhere else probably until we do the Darkest Dungeons, because I don't want them to lose any of this. Like, I don't want them to lose Hard Skin, for instance. Musical. I mean, even musical is fine. Would a dodgeless run be possible? No dodge skills trinkets? Oh yeah, absolutely. I didn't always play with dodge. In fact, my first few playthroughs, my first torchless playthrough, I didn't stack dodge. And I used focus rings on like everyone. We had deaths, but all right, I guess we're ready. Pay money to give you Risk Taker. Let's just get rid of slow draw while we're here. So we might want these to push meter. Oh, such a long dungeon. Go. Upgrades, trinkets. Skills, camping. Upgrades, got our dodge trinkets. Skills, camping. Upgrades, dodge trinkets. Skills. You know what? We don't really need Cry Havoc on the way there. Like, I can swap it back in if we have some stress issues, but camping's good. Upgrades, dodge trinkets, skills, camping's good. All right, guys, this is a long friggin' dungeon. Let's go do it. Taking all the food, stack shovels, all the holy water, all the bandages. Caught me by song, but you've added shovels to it. Food, shovels. We're not here for loot at all. Food, shovels. We got stuff for the Viscounts. Antivenom is less needed, but I mean the supplicants use it, so what's the next? Let's take 2 more shovels for the camp curios. I could take more torches for starting accuracy. Laudanum is, I mean, you can use it in here, but it's not super needed. I don't think we need to use extra bolsters against the Viscount. No, we should be fine. I think that's all I'm going to take. Well, I mean, I guess I might as well take another, like, stack of something. All right. Yeah, I know. Bandages and holy water is the main thing, but since we don't need loot of any kind anyway, we might as well just go over prepared, so. All right. Let's do it. I'll check on what they said while this is going on. We don't have any starting curse, right? So 6 blood should be enough. Yeah, okay. Yeah, like I said, I've done this dungeon so many times. Many dozens of times. I probably went through the Crimson Court close to 30 times, so. Alright, let's go. Let me check on these messages.
The feasting and revelry would last for weeks at a time. Great stone tables were set with such an abundance of rare delicacies that we would stuff ourselves until the exotic became mundane. When the lavish spread began to spoil, a ravenous gourmand gleefully proposed that we sample from the fetid pile of composting refuse. The notion was dismissed as decidedly unhealthy. But days later, he was found cackling madly atop a heap of rancid comestibles, licking his fingers in delight.
Gourmand? Never take a gourmand. Cause too many issues with the colony.
A corpulent braggart could never eat his fill. Let him dine on sharpened steel tonight.
Sharpened steel. Good idea, Wayne. Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I'll keep this in mind.
Well struck.
Job, Lunar. Crit on your first attack. Hey, Lunar, don't get hit by things. You have 65 dodge. That's not allowed. Lunar, what are you doing? Stop getting hit. 73. Oh, man, we're getting some really unlucky rolls here. Real unlucky. Oh, another crit. Maybe if I hadn't taken away that 3 dodge. Yeah. You might be right. Got rid of the 3 dodge. You set him up for failure. You're right. Check my camera. Okay. Someone used channel points to glitch my camera. It's a thing that's supposed to happen. T. Who was it? Gush glitched me out. You can also turn me black and white.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
No worries. It gets a lot of people. You were definitely not the first one for the camera troll. Oh, Lunar dodged something. Wow. Fantastic.
By inches.
Oh, now I'm black and white. Thank you, Ariana. How's it going, Gush? T, welcome in. Definitely won't be the last. Hidden Gambler, welcome in. We're gonna keep getting hit anyway. I kind of wish I would have just brought double Houndmaster, but oh well.
Their formation is
Adam
broken.
Noir.
Maintain the offensive.
John Tweenie, welcome in.
Slow death. Unforeseen.
Ding, ding, ding,
Unforgiving.
Well, we got hit more often in that first fight than I planned for, but we're all right.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Rolling bottom in too. I should have went with the stun there. Hey, Lunar dodged. Wow. Good dodges. I need that move on our Hyuman. A 4-person AoE hit that puts up a riposte. That sounds like the kind of move I need on Dismas. Doesn't seem OP.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Dungeons, inventory-wise, yeah, that's why I didn't take him. Yep. That's the only reason I didn't take him. Because I didn't want the extra slot taken up with Hound Treats. $65 dodge.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet. Might as well get this 3 stress off if we can. Apparently our Jester's gonna go last. Produce plus action when you have Jester? Yeah, absolutely.
This is how a life is taken.
I agree. Up we go. The only thing about this is I gotta make sure I don't go in the croc hallway. So there is a split right before the key. You actually don't even need this key. You can skip this key entirely. I don't know. Oh yeah, thank you, R squared. I meant to thank you for that actually today on stream. I was thinking about it before the stream. And then we started talking when you got here about Conqueror's Blade, and I completely slipped my mind. But yeah, thank you again for that. That was awesome. My wife was sitting over there. I was doing some work over here, and I had the rerun started, and I was like, I told her, and she was like, what? Why? I was like, I don't know. I'm not complaining, though. Yeah, thank you for that. Let's go ahead and Freya. Welcome back. It's been a little while, yeah. All right, got our dodge up. Yeah, and then shoots, yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, I was not expecting that, though. I thought you were just getting my attention to tell me something. I'd ask about the croc fight. Yeah, we'll just skip the crocs in this one. On the way to the Viscount, I don't think there's any required croc, if I remember right. I should have only moved them 1 space. That was a mistake last round, but oh well.
Cuts on its own.
How are you and your family? Doing all right. Doing all right. Lunar, dodge, please. You too, Morgan.
Inspiration and improvement. confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
All right, hopefully we can get a good heal before this one bleeds out. Hey, good. We're also all level 6, so until we get the curse, we basically shouldn't get bled from the occultist. The base bleed resist of level 6s is very good when compared to the bleed chance of reconstruction. I think there's only like 2 characters in the game that can even get routinely bled from weird reconstruction or whatever at level 6. Ooh, nice scout. So getting a scout, obviously it expands the dungeon in general, even if you don't get a scout in here. But when you get a scout, it reveals things like traps in the battles, so that you can disarm a trap, and you don't get surprised going into the battle. Just try to imagine if you had more dodge, like 3 more dodge. We want to take out the Flesh Eater first, because the Flesh Eater can give us diseases other than the Crimson Curse, and that can be really bad. Oh no, he resisted the bleed. Okay, we dodged. So if the Flesh Eater was to give us a disease, we then really need to get the curse on that person. Speed of 11. Let's not take the risk. Just kill it.
A decisive
24 crit. There we go. Use the AoE so we can hit her even through the guard. We can also use the Dirk Stab if we wanted to. So he's not really stunnable, but we can lower his protection here. Or not. It's gonna be the lag or stutter on the Outriders demo. Launch day will probably be different. First curse, due to way more people trying to get in. That's a good sign though, still. Sure. Getting our first curse this early kind of sucks. Much different story than when we went to the Baron, but what it is what it is. We're not dodging as much as it feels like we should be, but that's the problem with dodge. Even though it's extremely good, sometimes just RNG is not in your favor.
Impressive.
Yeah, like that, like XCOM.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Oh, I forgot. From now on, so Hysteric's custom command, I finally got it added after 4 months. From now on, if you remind me in chat that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer, the bot will keep track of how many times people have reminded me. You don't even have to do an exclamation. You can just say overconfidence, blah 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 blah, whatever, and it'll add to the count. So have fun.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
There we go. I've been reminded 5 times. Thank you, Lunar.
Remind yourself
Pickles
that
are my
overconfidence
daughter's
is a slow
favorite
and
food.
insidious
My
killer.
daughter loves pickles. Pickles and spaghetti are her 2 favorite foods. Not together though. So what do you think now, I squared? Huh?
The blood quickens.
Bonded. You like them on their own, but you hate them on burgers? That's interesting. My dog just likes them. Anytime, anywhere. Your opinion's wrong because it's different than my opinion. Together, shall you turn into rakes did? No, no pickles and spaghetti. What about pickled spaghetti? Ugh. That's right. Tomatoes and burgers, but hate them on sandwiches and salads. Nothing wrong with spaghetti though. He's gonna do that next turn. I thought we could probably get a kill in, but oh well. We're eating tomatoes on their own though. It's going shady. Welcome in, fellow Adam. Only place tomatoes longer and salsa and sauce. So. We got some strong food opinions this morning.
The ground quakes.
All right, if he misses the thirst, then he's dead next round. Just throw tomatoes at people like the olden days tell us. Never forget, right after we moved to Arizona, we went to the library. And the first time I went to this library, there was this little Hispanic girl walking around just eating. I thought it was an apple, but then I smelled onion and I was like, and I looked, she was like 3 or 4 just walking around the library with a whole onion, just eating it. I was like, man, more power to you, little girl. I'm not doing it. You're cranky because old Toothy could be up most of the night. Yeah, it sucks, man. 54 crit heal. Only eat one color of food from now on. Which color would you choose?
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates.
Man, I don't know.
A dizzy
Because
fall.
part of it, Enrique, would be, do I go with like a healthy option? Because then I would be forced to just eat healthy and live long. Or do I say screw it and do I go for like meats, you know? Good onion is delicious like that. Whereas a kid, your mom was going to make your cousin you roast tomato sandwich. Cousin didn't want a tomato, wanted an onion sandwich. You know, like an apple, is it right? Same with bell peppers. Albanian can eat them like they're apples. We take the right path. Black, because you can use black food color and make anything black. That seems like cheating. Food dye exists. We don't need a stress relief. Does it have to be entirely that color, or does it merely need to have that color in it? Cover everything in chocolate and choose brown. That's the croc fight. If I remember right, that's the croc fight. That's the key. Red includes meat, tomatoes, paprika, chili, salami, red onions. Have to come up with some red bread. Use food dye. Just choose black and burn everything.
Blow.
Brain technically aged rotten beef and cheeses would count. Ugh, rotten beef. I think I'll go without on that one. Uh-oh, resisted. Could be bad. Does the cheese count as red if it has red wax casing? Well, it goes back to like what Lunar asked. I didn't mind the onion sandwich. I didn't like it. It was just like, out of the things that I tried, it was most kind of okay, but it was like, it was tolerable, but it was like, if I'm gonna have this, I might as well have the onions cooked, you know? Aged beef? Well, yeah, I don't like that either, so. Who dies cheating? Red velvet cake. Yes, you should. Red velvet's good. I haven't had red velvet in a long time. Minus 50 dodge. You have to cut sear off your steak and only eat the center. Onion sandwich needs the right bread.
A devastating blow.
Velvet, what's your favorite cake? I don't know. I think if I were to choose, oh, he dodged even with only 8 dodge. I was very lucky after all the unlucky moments that we had. Carrot cake and German chocolate are probably my top 2. Red velvet's defense. 8 dodge is apparently greater than 58 dodge. Who knew?
Precision and power.
Chocolate cake. How's it going, Nemesis? Welcome in.
A singular strike.
Pistachio cake, the hidden delicacy. Let me see if they replied yet.
Remind yourself that overconfidence
They have not
is a
replied
slow
yet.
and insidious killer.
That worries me. Hopefully it's just the overlay meter that's screwed up, because otherwise having people redo it is going to be a pain. I'm tempted to just take it off the screen until I hear back from them. I might do that after this run. Okay, that's the croc down there. Screw that one. It's up to you, man. I don't know. Several people in chat said that they've done it exactly how it says to do it, and that it's not counting it. So if you want to wait, it might be best to. You know. Just watched 12-week record. Thank you for watching that. That video annoys some people, Nemesis. I've actually gotten some messages from people that are upset that I use cheese to get that record. I'm like, what do you expect? Like, I didn't use that cheese for the world first thing, but the beating the game in 12 weeks. Wonder which many variants that would be. More than one chocolate cake to choose from. Well, German chocolate, as in what it's listed in the United States, the common German chocolate. It's usually with what, like a caramel coconut topping, basically. Yeah, I think you are squared. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking we should just wait until I hear back from them. But did I use T-splitting? No. I didn't use it. I used everything in the game. I didn't have another client open. I didn't edit anything. It was all in-game. In-game cheese to beat it in 12 weeks. It's all up on YouTube if anyone wants to see it. Yeah, beating it in 12 weeks without cheese, I don't think that's going to happen. OG wins Sword 2, yeah. Enjoyed it? Thank you. Yeah, I would wait, Smarty. Thank you. Yeah. Just until we hear back. So we got 2 curses already. Unfortunately. What's the quickest the game has been beaten without cheese? With no cheese at all? No idea. Because even the previous record of 16 weeks was cheesed as well, so I have no idea. Oh no. The one heal. It's just that I found a more efficient cheese, so. They might have nerfed it too. Ooh, that sucks. 14 crit.
Palpable.
Rib cracker. Get out of here with your rib cracker. Guy named Samuel German. Ow. Okay. It's a really good thing that they, you know what? Let's, how much health you got? 20? Nah, we're fine. Let's go invul. Pick some, you know what? Get those low heals out of the way before we get to the boss. That's fine. Morgan, why are you getting crit by everything? You have 58 dodge. Stop getting hit. Morgan, please. Hey, there we go. An actual decent heal. Are the heal rolls random? Yes, they are. Yeah, it rolls randomly within the range of the heal itself.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly
Tell us. These are the
appreciated.
5 months. Thank you, tell us. There we go. 32 crit. All right, we're fine. Gears 5 update's taking so long that Gear 6 will probably be out before it's done. I think you can tell us. Much love to tell us for the support. Headless trinkets that give a huge buff, but a huge stress additive. Love those trinkets. Oh yeah, they're really nice. I try to get those really early, especially Junia's head. Because 20% stress sounds like a lot, but if you're playing with normal light, that's really going to add like only 1 or 2 more stress per big stress hit on you anyway. So the trade-off is really good. Yeah, the head trinkets are really good. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, Junia's head is really good. That's a healing one, yeah. I like all of them, though. I use Barristan's head as soon as I get it. The one I use the least is probably what most people use the most. The one I use the least is Dismas's head, actually. She's got that dodge up. Sorry. 2 of your 3 favorite ongoing fanfics updated today.
Foolish horrors.
You can skip the blue key if I'm remembering right, but I'm afraid I'm misremembering, and so I just don't want to take the risk. So we're just gonna put it in here anyway. We have the space, so screw it. Screw it. Shouldn't use the hound treats already, but has been like 6 months since I ran this. So this dungeon is shaped like the manservant. So that's why this dungeon is the easiest for me to remember the layout. It is shaped like the manservant. If you look at the entire dungeon. So he's holding like the dinner platter or whatever. Plenty of space in a bag. Maybe it's a keyblade. Maybe. Enormous key. Here is the manservant's face. Kingdom Hearts meets Darkest Dungeon. Get our bolster up for that sweet, sweet dodge, and then we get crit anyway.
Blurred vision.
And we feel real bad about it. That one's dead, at least. Bendy and the Ink Machine. Yeah, that was actually pretty decent overall. I think the art was better than the actual game story, but overall it was a pretty good game. We played that last October. Got it on your first try. Ooh, that sucks. That sucks. Do I have a favorite horror game? Not Dark Dungeon, like an actual horror game. I liked Observer. Observer is probably one of my favorites. Observer and then the Outlast series for different reasons. Ko-Ituso? Ko, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Ko. Toy space went down if somebody died. Also be able to carry stuff. Affliction meant they refused to lug around shovels, for instance. Take it easy, Satan. Let's go on Cam, welcome in. Resident Evil 4. Observer was such a good game. I went in Observer knowing nothing about it, just completely blind to it, and it was so good. I really liked Observer. Haven't played it. Absolutely worth the play.
Death waits.
All right.
Lapse in concentration.
Something about the camera angles, just don't show. Yeah, I can see that. Nah, screw it, we're fine. Yeah, it's action horror, which makes action horror always feels way less scary to me in general, just because, like, Outlast was just friggin' terrible to play through. I'm glad I played through them, but it was they were terrible to play through. If they had given me like even a gun that didn't do very much, they give me like some 6-shooter, pea-shooter type thing instead of the camera, and suddenly the game becomes a lot more manageable, you know? Can't type today. It's more like, oh, I'm low on supplies. There's 6 guys coming at me. That's scary, yeah. Can't fight back. It takes you out of it. Gonna die. Might as well go out swinging. God, I hated every second of the 2 Outlast games, and I'm still so glad I played them, though. I will never play them again. Yeah, let's squeeze in this restroom. Never again. Okay. So hopefully he does less than 12 damage. Because I think they almost hammed it up with shock factor. Oh yeah, absolutely. Slight spoiler alert for anyone that's planning on playing Outlast 2 blindly. Mute the stream now. I'll give you like 5 seconds. All right, here's something I wasn't ready for in Outlast 2. I never thought I was gonna see a live birth, you know? Like a zoomed in live birth on a video game. Apparently on console, it was edited out so you didn't see directly into the, you know, birth canal, but anyway, yeah, that was pretty rough. Also, the underground demon orgy cave. What was up with that? The very, like, right at the end, like around the same time, you're walking through that underground, and there's all these like weird monster people just like getting it on. I'm like, and it like zooms the camera in on them. It's like, okay, I don't need this in my life. The baby hole. All right. Spoilers over. Man, none of you, even if you don't want it to. 40 crit. I already saw the birth of my son. I don't need to see this again, yeah. If they muted. Yeah, you're good now if you muted.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Thank you, Keith. Wave when done. I'm done. I don't know. Well, that's usually why I like thumbs up or I wave. But it's over now. Give them blood for 2 trinkets, but okay. All right, we're going down the manservant's body now. After all the crits we've been getting, this gonna be a really terrifying fight. I really hope that we don't get crit by these guys. So we probably will now. Just for those, did you plan towards himself? Gotcha. Risen the bleed sucks. Man, we got hit by every single horror.
Even the boldest gaze.
Oh, excuse me. We'll just rotate stuns on these 2. So it looks like we can praise probably gonna get up. Hopefully we can stun and, well, no, we dodged it, so never mind. These things can hit like a truck though, so we want to make sure we stun it every round that we can. Crit. Just go ahead and get rid of the rest of its protection. Then we should be able to kill it next round. Howl again. So we might want to put stress heal from our Houndmaster back into the rotation for the next fight, just to recover off this. Crit.
A victory. Perhaps a turning point.
Another good crit. We're gonna lower its protection. Is your enemy prey of the corpse eater? I know, that's what we were saying last time we run into this duo. Yeah. Apparently it's not the case, Bacon. I kind of want the cultist to go first, but this is what it is. Can't do anything about it. If cultist had gone first, we would have killed this round, but ah well. Just we dodged. Finally, a fight where we're dodging. I'm guessing the Crimson Court mobs have a higher accuracy. You know what? I don't want to kill him straight out. We'll let him bleed out. That'll give us the opportunity to get another stress heal in. Now if one of these go, we'll get the kill and try to get the 3 stress from the kill.
The bigger the beast,
Didn't get it.
the greater the glory.
A tough ring. I'm not here for loot. We don't need tough ring. We don't need the gold for it from it. So yeah. Oh well. Throwing down a very rare trinket feels bad, but the most important thing is that we do this in one shot. So
Ancient traps lie in wait,
fast food.
unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Their differences, and they have become friends. I've been friends since high school, so they put their differences aside. They meet up like once a year and have a drink and go kill your heroes. That sounds plausible. Plus you do a little fine, like that rotting meat anymore. That's also true. Keep notes. I should have stunned there. Just to be safe, but oh well. Oh, basically dead. Are you still there, by the way, R-Squared? Something else I was going to tell you today. Forgot until just now.
This expedition at least promises success.
All right, we'll get that extra blood buff. And of course you would go to craving right after I did that. Nap, basically lurking. Oh yeah, no worries, man. I was gonna say that I finally watched the beginning of someone's playthrough of the new Ghosts and Goblins, and apparently I remember basically nothing in that game. I didn't own it as a kid though. My friend did, so I only played it a little bit at his house. Man, I apparently remember nothing, so I didn't watch very much of it because I might play through it re-blind sometime. Can the fanatic appear in here? He can't. No. He's a coward. He doesn't come here himself. So. Except friend request on Steam? Yeah, exclamation Steam if you want, or you can find me in general. Yeah, I do. I re-blind to it, yeah. Haven't played it since I was little. I don't remember that very much. So. A vampire hunter who won't go to the most readily available source of the vampires. He will sure chase you around a dungeon. Uh-oh. That's okay. It's not the one that gives minus. So, let's go on Woozy. Go you. Go Woozy, go Woozy, go. Ah, you resisted it even with the crit. That feels bad. This thing's resisting everything. Man, pretty unlucky round from us. Like buffing it up, banging him instead of killing him. Wow. We need to dodge again. What is happening here? Thank goodness. We have such high dodge. I mean, we should dodge about 2/3 of the time through most of the dungeon. So when we get hit like 5 times in a row or something, it always feels like it's not possible, but it's not how it works. Let's be safe here. We'll start putting some bleed on him. This one's gonna be able to hit, so we might want. I mean, they can do the AOE hit, so it's still possible to hit both, but we'll be safe. Safer. I wanna live. Rough fight. Let's go on Old Sage. Cal, welcome back. Four's not gonna cut it, man. Another friggin' resist. Finally, when the Chevaliers are dead. Now, if we can go back to dodging, that would be fantastic. Okay, good. $17, nice. There we go. There we go. He's dead next turn. Can't kill him this round, unfortunately. Feels better. Find the fanatic, his camp, and dungeons like in a place or a curio. Don't have any critical heroes who would give you some kind of buff. Like if he would give you a vial of the cure or something. That'd be kind of cool. This one's dead. Yeah, he's extra dead. Might not should have done that because now we don't get an extra heal this this fight. But it's all right.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Watch enough times to come help you during the Countess. How the boys are doing? It's been going really well. We killed a fanatic on the first dungeon of tonight, or today's stream rather. Now we're on our way to hopefully one-shot the Viscount, but we have been dodging less than we should for how much dodge we have. So it's a little scary. Can the fanatic respawn? Yes, he can. Basically, after you kill the Viscount, it kind of resets. It resets all that kind of stuff. So. Three versions. Kinda, yeah. His are tied to the infestation with the different court bosses, though. So it's similar, though. Ooh, he hit. That's not good. Tentacle Devour does so much damage to marked targets. We might just guard. I thought he would just endlessly spawn like the thing. Let's try and get stun in. If we get the stun, we don't have to guard this round, and we did. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to guard just in case. No, you can find him more than once. We just can't let him Tentacle Devour into someone that has the mark. It's just too much damage. It'd be a death's door. If we don't get stun, we'll have to re-guard. I mean, actually the mark's fallen off this round. We'll still try to stun, though. I asked out some of that path ahead. Here's a map. Of course, but I know their weakness. You get a buff against Prince Court enemies. Yeah, all that would be pretty cool, yeah. But no such luck. I was just gonna heal in. We don't have mark on anyone, so even if he does hit, it shouldn't be. Okay, super bad. I was waiting for him to crit after I say that. 0 heal. Yeah, get those out of the way now, Ixum. Well, it's not a big thing, you know. Those are out of the way.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Yeah, you know what? We might as well do it. Well, because we have a full stack still.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
So might as well. Hey buddy, I have a bottle of the cure, and I noticed that you and I have the same goals, so I'm not going to try to kill you. But he's insane. So I think Doi was mentioning earlier. He's like, wait a second. If he's walking around with a cure, why doesn't he just offer to cure your people instead of try to kill them? That shuffle kind of sucks. Countmaster in position 1 isn't great because we want to kill one of the Chevaliers as fast as possible. Stakes, don't think he really has anyone's best interest. Yeah, that's a good point too. Hate to move forward there, but gotta. Maybe they just shuffle off, yeah. Seen as relatively shuffle resistant, but not entirely. It's best we just get into the positions we want because we really need to get these down. The supplicants aren't very scary. Even if they crit for like 14 to 20 or something like that. These guys can deal big damage. They can hit multiple people at a time. They can stun. They can debuff minus 50 dodge, like we just saw. Okay, that one's dead. Gank of the Crimson Court. Yeah, 7. Let's go on invasion. Gross debuffs, yeah. We still have 23 dodge on our Jester, though. We need to chill against the supplicants so we can heal back up. Like the districts, the lore, the trinkets, the flagellant, but the dungeons themselves are meh to you. I think the downside of the dungeons is there's nothing new after you've done the Baron. You do the Baron, you see all the different Crimson Court mobs, and then the only other thing new after that is bosses, and you just do the same mobs over and over and over and over. 42 crit heal. Aside from that, though, I like it overall. That'll do. Enough. Yeah. They were designed to have to go back several times to do them, not one shot, but yeah, that's a fair point too. Down and left. You like trinkets and districts, the farmstead? Don't actually like doing the zone. Yeah, the farmstead's pretty tiresome. This is a first camp. Take it. Take that camp for recovery, most likely. So it buffs. Well, that's not who we wanted him to guard. That sucks. So I said on the archive channel, 6 hours for Antiquarian to get 100 kills. Oh god. Yeah. What did you think about the Man-at-Arms ones though? They ended up nerfing the Man-at-Arms strategy like the week after we did that. Again, they probably didn't do it just because of me. Obviously, I'm sure many other people were doing it, but it was crazy. We were able to do that, and then Claire took video of it and went and gave it to Redhook and posted to them, and I saw her talking to Redhook in their Discord about it. It's like, is this supposed to be how it works? Still no deaths yet. Still no deaths. I haven't gotten to the mid nerfs yet. It's crazy. You'll see why they nerfed it. The most kills to start. Really don't enjoy developers nerf single player focused games. Well, also, that was an invite only thing. So I wasn't invited to that, unfortunately, Keith. And they ran a follow-up to that a couple weeks later, 3 or 4 weeks later, that was open to everyone, not just invite. And I got second place in that one. Yeah, I was a little bummed that they didn't invite me to the charity one. They invited some people that like barely play the game at the time, or like on their first playthrough, just because they were more popular streamers than me. But it's all good. It's all good. This is not the order I wanted to kill these things in, but whatever. Guess it works. Now we're just gonna get buried, blast, and submarine skew. Well, I mean, that's all I can use anyway, so whatever. Hopefully we get a good heal before we're out of here. That's a good heal. Pretty good heal. It's not heal, it's a rebirth. You are whole again. The key's in the second rectangle. We'll probably camp right before the key room so that we get inventory space and get our buffs up. Green there. Hope they'll be watching 3 years later. Really? That's pretty awesome. Yeah. It's pretty cool. You found where R Squared had just joined the stream for the first time. That's really cool. I don't want a finale because it'll get rid of our dodge. So. At least that shuffle wasn't too bad. Downside is we don't get our round 1 buff, but also don't get our double stuns. Sorry. This is the Viscount dungeon. Yep. How's it going, Dylan? Cool. So it happens we don't have our buffs around the same time. Maybe just slightly after R squared. Yeah, it was pretty close together.
Our community grows.
Burgess, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Berg. So you will be here. Yeah, thank you for being here, R squared. Hopefully I'll see you here in another 3 years. Ugh. And I am sleepy today. I slept so badly last night. Still didn't feel well last night. Love the idea of a monster being slided to How's it going, Rosie? He's dead as well. So we need a little stress healing in. Slept 9.5 hours. Oh god, I would love to sleep 9.5 hours. Uh-oh, I didn't want to kill there. Why'd I do that? Okay, we still got the stress heal, we're good. Stress for a buff. I don't even know if we're gonna run into a battle before that pays off, but man, I just gave you blood. Why does this keep happening? Mixum gets hungry for blood every time that I use the buff, like the overstock blood. It implies that the monster has confidence issues. They do. Maybe they do. Damn. He's down here. So we'll camp. We'll get that camp on the way back up. Grab the food. I wish I hadn't got the blue key. We don't need it. It's just now it's going to take up permanent inventory space. So I was correct in remembering that we didn't need it, but oh well.
Circle in the dark.
All right, now we'll have camping dodge, so that'll be nice. That'll be nice. Tiger's Eye. Weapons practice. Yeah, this one gives a lot of camps. Yeah. And way earlier. Well, I guess we're about halfway through. But it gives them way earlier on than like the Baron. The Baron, you don't get the camps till well into it. I remember the first time I did these dungeons. When I first played Bloodmoon Crimson Court, I was blind to the DLC. And I didn't know you could use a shovel on those to get camps. So I went through all of them without camping. I didn't one-shot them, obviously. I had to come back because I didn't know the dungeons. It took us a long time to find the Countess when I first did it. When I did the Countess dungeon for the first time, I accidentally went in the bottom right, which is completely like there's nothing. It doesn't lead to anything that you have to get. There's like an extra champion croc down there and like an extra trinket, but I had no idea, and it really sucked. Crit. So we have more dodge now from the camping buffs, and we get hit anyway, so we're gonna have to stress heal him. Maybe I should have brought space drugs for the boss. This is making me worry a little bit. We're still going to buff for now. I think for the rest of this fight, though, we should be able to stress heal. There we go. Some Miller meth, that's right. Set you love more than the others. Feel like some of them don't pair great. Amazing. Yeah, I've talked about that before too. It's like that the Crimson Court trinkets, they try to round out a character rather than do what ends up being more powerful, which is like making someone better at what they're already good at. So a lot of them will like buff range moves, and the other side of it will buff melee moves or something weird like that.
Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
The Man-at-Arms set is actually pretty decent for like Farmstead for the Riposte builds. The High One's okay. Yeah, there's not a lot. Like the Crusader, a lot of them I use like half. I'll use like half of it for that exact reason. But Yanni, thank you for the 5 months. Thank you, Yanni. They're using the Twitch Prime here. Yeah, same as a tier 1. I'm sure you know. Thank you, Yanni. Did they reply yet? They still haven't replied. about the sponsorship thing. I think I'm gonna take it off the screen out of this dungeon until I hear back from them. Because not getting credit for it is not good. This game, how's it going, Harrison? Welcome in. Yeah, I mean, even those ones that I mentioned aren't super great, so like, part of the Hyman's fine. Thoughts on the Showbreaker trinkets? Oh, like all of her class-specific ones? Her very rare one's okay, but yeah, I generally just like taking other trinkets with her anyway. So, yeah, I hardly ever use her class-specific trinkets. Yeah. Easy there. Blast and dodge. Ixon, please. Please. Thanks, Juliet. Yeah, hopefully I hear back from them. Thank you for doing it. But at the moment, it seems like they're not counting, so. They said, they just replied, they're seeing events coming in on their side. They're asking if I'm still getting no indications. All right. I just let him know that he just asked. He was like, we're seeing it on our side, so you're not getting the notification on yours? No, I'm not. So maybe that's probably a good sign. Seems like they're probably going through. It's just all right. Key number this one. Log in now. I would probably caution just to still wait until they update it if it's fine with you. Like I just worry about it when I don't see it on my end because I have no way to check or verify if things are going through. And if I'm not getting the right number or something like that, with so much money on the line, it's kind of worrisome, like I said. But oh yeah, thank you, Smarty. Yeah. All right, trap spawn. We disarmed some bubbling blood. I don't know how you disarm blood, but we did it. Yeah, let's restock food after the camp. And we'll go ahead and grab this other camp too. Yeah, but I don't have room for it. Yeah, I know. I'm just doing the least risk of this, but yeah, I don't that's extra fights for very little gain, seeing that I don't have space for the food and the camping anyway. But yeah, I know the dungeon. Thank you. The risk of the backtracking is that more hunger procs are possible, but it's less fighting, so. Same thing here, like we could get more curios and whatnot, less hunger procs, but more fights, so. We'll just take the less risky route. How many stress healer in a prince dungeon do you have to avoid completely the shambler, or there is a team who can deal with him without stress heal? I don't usually stress heal during the shambler fight anyway. So if you do the shambler fight at the end of a dungeon where you're already done and your stress that you gain from the shambler won't impact the rest of your dungeon, then it can be fine. But yeah, I basically can't sacrifice any moves that we could use against the shambler and the tentacles to stress heal anyway on that fight. So depending on your team, yeah, probably fine. still have our camping dodge, which is good. 68 is our lowest dodge, and they're hitting first with their lowest dodge. It's gonna be a pretty rough fight. It's just stun. Okay. First thing you're gonna do it, you have no Jester or Houndmaster under level 3. I mean, Riposte is so good against the Shambler. Double Highwayman just destroys the Shambler because you can use them to kill the clappers, and then you just have the Shambler basically kill itself on Riposte. Especially the Apprentice Shambler, which doesn't have as much health. So, yeah, double Highwayman, something else, and then your healer is a really really strong team against it. I usually take Jester, but oh man, come on. Okay, good. Like you said, you don't have a Jester to take. Heal. Ixom's had a few low heals, but overall he's been doing pretty well. Christ. Yeah, I like the Abomination against Shambler as well. Yeah, no problem. A Man-at-Arms, yeah, it can work with his Riposte. His Riposte doesn't hit quite as hard, but he's good for the Shambler as well. He's just not as... the good thing about the Man-at-Arms, or excuse me, the Highwayman is not just the Riposte for the Shambler, but you can also use his bleed on the clappers, which generally one-shots them, and if it doesn't one-shot them, it usually leaves them the bleed, so that kills them. But yeah, I mean, Riposte for the Man-at-Arms is good against it as well. Just Riposte in general is really good against the Shambler. Mark, thank you for the follow, Mark. Welcome in. Probably should have stunned there. I end up regretting it. The Leper isn't bad against the Shambler if, again, this is all these if statements with the Leper, right? That's his problem. If he is in the front, if he has enough accuracy and damage or crit to kill the clappers in one hit every round, then yeah, he's really good against it in that scenario. If he can stay in the front, yeah. That was a big crit there, Mr. Chevalier.
A momentary abatement.
I told you I might regret not stunning. Yeah. It's gotta be in the front, not get shuffled, have enough accuracy, have enough damage. Will this class thing still be going tomorrow? Class thing? Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, 10 days. 10 days, boy. Which do I prefer on the Highwayman, the one with the bleed or without? Depends on which dungeon I'm doing. So when I go to the Cove and the ruins, I usually take his melee without the bleed. And then when I go to Wield or Warrens, I take the bleed. And then it also changes depending on which boss as well, if we're talking about bosses. So Seablade, yeah, I got you. So yeah, it just depends on which one I'm doing. Crap. Hate the Cove. I love the Cove.
Our community grows.
Bomb, thank you for the follow. Cove is my favorite of the 4 dungeons. 4 primary biome dungeons. Yeah, they're worst runs in the Cove. You can manipulate the Cove mobs a little bit more in general. Plus, there's Carl in there, so. The Cove. What's up? Winter in excess. Why did the clapper claws make you think of the clapper jingle? Clap on, clap off, the clapper. Dead. Yeah, it just depends, Ag. But Wicked Slice, basically, we don't need the other camp. Wicked Slice, basically for Cove and Ruins, and Open Veins for Wield and Warrens. It's kind of the route I usually take. So many camps. So many camps. Hopefully we never need one to recover. Right, early to prevent court mods from appearing. That's what I usually do, Mark. I don't think I open the court in this playthrough until like week 28 or 30 or something like that. So the other benefit of it is if you have the Town of Buzz event going, it replaces other random spawn town events, which I mean can be a positive and a negative. It can replace terrible ones, but it also can replace good ones. You'll still get the town events from like quest rewards, but just the normal random spawn town events, you won't get those during Town of Buzz. But yeah, I usually wait. All right. I always forget about this stupid fight. We're insects too. They're not your arachnids. We're bugs.
Destroyed.
Does Town of Buzz prevent wolves at the door? I would guess so, but I've never left the court unopened that long. I would assume it would though, since it's a random spawn town event. But yeah, I don't know 100%. Never tested that specific one. Because you'd have to not open the court until you have at least 4 level 5s for it to even come into play. Seems a little long. Little long. Yeah, the 4-man servers. We do still have our camp buffs for this fight. You should stop saying the name of the person who gifted it. It's Phelan, it's 100% a real game. It's you. 75% chance it's hentai. Good idea. I didn't think about that. Got a point. Imagine if Wolf had the curse, he shows up bloodlusted throwing nukes at you. He already threw nukes at us. Yeah, if he's hitting any harder, I don't know. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if he hits any harder because he was hitting the death's door every single turn anyway. So maybe the same result. Wolves of the door. Yeah, I don't know if it holds priority over Town of Buzz or not. Yeah, I've never tested it. But going to Skia, coldest front line. It's pretty much the only place I ran the coldest in this entire playthrough, yeah. Learning interactions really goes to show how in depth. Yeah, absolutely.
Obliterated.
What is that clip? Is that one of the Wolf clips? Betting tips. Rakes has got some insider trading information. But he can't gamble anyways, so. Oh crap. I misclicked. I used the wrong move. It doesn't matter anyway, but it could have mattered. But it ended up not mattering. Yeah, you can't even use it for your own benefit, yeah. So now we're getting close to the serving plate. Like I said, this dungeon, if you zoom out, it's a manservant holding one of the dinner plates in front of him. So it's an easy one to remember the layout of. Yeah, I can't zoom out any further. There might be a mod that can do it, but you can probably look up the dungeon layout if you want. But yeah, it's holding one of the, well, it's a manservant. Holy crap, Ixon. You have drank so much blood since you've been here. Dungeon's huge. Yeah, and this is the most, we're doing the most, like the shortest, most efficient way through the dungeon. There's a lot of dungeon we're not even going to. So there's this square, there's this one. This square is duplicated over here. There's a path that goes up around here. There's the croc fight. This loops around in both directions and then has like a top part where the boss is. Yeah, it's pretty massive. Is there a reason to not back up, take advantage of the free camps? It's because camp buffs don't stack. So it's not like we can take additional camps into the fight with us. So as long as we have one camp saved for the boss, then we don't need any more. This is one of the Crimson Court dungeons, yeah. I really hate this fight. I don't know how many times I've gotten, like, whoever doesn't have the Crimson Curse diseased on this fight.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Thought it was coming. I know better than to say words. Yeah, so for anyone that hasn't played Crimson Court, the 3 boss dungeons in the Crimson Court are epic length. And what that means is, unlike a normal dungeon, you can actually come back here with more invites, and it will save your place in the dungeon. Right up to the exact hall point, and you can come in with different teams and finish the dungeon. So it's actually designed to come in here and do this in multiple passes, but meh, we're just gonna one-shot him. So, like, if I left the dungeon after this fight and I have another invite, I can come in here with a brand new team, and we'll start right here with whatever new supplies I pay to bring with us that run, and we can continue on. So if you're doing this and you're not on Bloodmoon difficulty, or you're doing this for the first time in general, one thing you can do is just bring a team that's really good at getting through the dungeon, and then bring in a cleanup team for the boss itself. But yeah, we don't have that luxury this time. On darkest, yeah. So you don't have a week limit, so you can come in here as many times as you need to. What happens with the secret room prisoners? Are they changed to male heroes only? I don't know. Yeah, we haven't gotten a critical scout to get to a secret room in here. Yeah, that would be kind of... I kind of wish we would get it now to see if they would be... Because the game is modded so that female characters don't appear in the stagecoach. But I don't know if that means they won't appear in here. Yeah, weird. Good question. Should have probably just used the antivenom there, but it's fine. Yeah, might just leave them in prison if that was the case. Run compromised.
Sedated.
How's it going, Pineapple? Pineapple, I have to ask you something in private. Where's the place that you'll most likely see a direct message? Discord, Twitch, somewhere else? Let me know. Secret rooms of prisoners are only in the courtyard. Yeah, yeah. I think there is a mod. There is a mod that adds them elsewhere. Well, I've never played with it. More used to using Twitch than Discord. Gotcha. Pineapple's in trouble. No, I need Pineapple's help with something. Whichever's easiest for me. God, I'm so tired today. Ugh, did not feel good at all yesterday. Didn't sleep much. So, by the way, Culture Vulture. Thank you for being here. I don't want him to just put up his riposte. I also don't want him to use Rib Cracker. I think we've been crit by Rib Cracker every time it's landed in this dungeon. Let's just stay healthy here. This one's less likely to hit us because of his reduced accuracy and our dodge increase. 2 hours pack class. Be back. Good. Already been. Enjoy your packing. Do you use the fancy white gloves? Just don't get any. I'm sure you do use some kind of gloves, right? So you don't get fingerprints and stuff all over them. Dude, yeah. He still hit us, which seems like bullcrap. Two. Sounds like a chemist euphemism. That's kind of funny. Hey, you want some bad RNG? Buy this game. You'll see some bad RNG. Not XCOM, yeah. XCOM. Well, we're almost there. I think I just saw a Steam pop up. I don't know who gifted this one, so. Hey! Oh, no, should I go back and check? Should I go back and see if there was a girl in there? We have the food. All right, let's do it. We got the perfect opportunity. Let's go check it out. It's kind of crazy someone asked about it, and then immediately we get the critical scout secret room. We got the blood, we got the food. It's fine. Let's see who's in there. Well, if it's a girl and she joins the town, we just dismiss her, yeah. Your question will be answered. Tywin. So yeah, maybe. Slugger, Eldritch Slayer. It's not a bad Hyman either. It's a boy. Thank goodness. Could you imagine if we opened that and we got cooties? I don't want to imagine. Beastie boy. It's a beastie boy? Oh, great. Now I have brass monkey in my head. Thanks for that. Level 5, yep. Let's go on digital pickle. That's right. Release your team. Send one member back to town. I would not do it anyway, but yeah. That would be interesting. Spin bulldozer. Minus accuracy. Thank you for your support. Uh-oh. Brass swinging over your head. No, sleep too. Yeah, that'll do it. The roster's full, but it'll. Yeah, I won't use it. I won't use it most likely. Morgan. Oh, man. No reply still. I don't know what it is with us and getting godly hype in this run. I don't know. Maybe it's because since we only get males, we have much more opportunity to get a good one of them because there's so many coming through the stagecoach, but it's the only thing I can think of. That and just some really good luck. I actually think that one reason why this run has been so easy is, like I said before, because the amount of things we get in the stagecoach is so limited, we were guaranteed to get good stress healers right off the bat, whereas some playthroughs I've not gotten our first stress healer until we're in the teens. So yeah, I think it's actually helped us in some ways. This is like a normal key chest, right?
A handsome reward.
Ah, right.
For a task well
Scouting.
performed.
Will I use this at all? Maybe. Maybe for some long dungeon scouting to try to find secret rooms when we're pushing meter. Hate those runs? Oh, I know. Been rough. Single healer, stress healer until like week 9. Yeah. Yeah, that's really, really terrible. Favorite hero, aesthetically? Hellion. Hellion's my favorite character. I like the idea of the stagecoach, but sometimes it just sucks. The thing is, too, there's a setting in the game settings for shuffle or deck-based or something like that. And it's supposed to give you an even distribution of heroes. And it works, but it works over a long period of time. I don't know how many weeks that it shuffled, but hey, we actually dodged Howl this time. But I mean, I've always had it set for whatever the setting is to get more even distribution, but it's spread over an entire playthrough, it feels like, so. Anyone else was like level 2?
Consumes the mind.
Dodge. Good time to dodge. Okay, who's stunned? Good.
Their cursed
All right, that'll do too. Oh, this dungeon's so long. You know, the Countess dungeon actually isn't very long if you go the correct way. I'm actually curious if you go the optimal way in all these dungeons, what their links end up being compared to one another. It feels like the Countess one is the shortest when you go the correct way right from the beginning, but I don't know if that's really the case. Because in the Baron, it might feel longer because of the having to fight the Crocs. Oh no, we didn't dodge the Skull Toss. And he got stunned. It'd be interesting to see. Hey girl, I know you got 72 stress. I need you to put on your big girl pants because you're going out for another adventure. It's been 5 in a row, but I believe in you. Cool. Long dungeon with 4 Antiquarians for pure greed. Just stack dodge trinkets. It's a long dungeon that way, but works. I remember the good old days when Rampart could hit position 3. Those were the days. Sure you do, Grandpa. Sure you do. Man, can we dodge the skull toss, please? Pretty please. At least we resisted the stun that time. Yeah, abominations couldn't. Yeah, that was changed at the same time actually. Abominations couldn't go with Leper, Crusader, or Vestal. She managed a virtue the one time she ended up getting to 200 stress, or 100 stress. That's pretty awesome.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic
Does the antiquarian
merit,
effect stack?
unless
Yes. If
inordinate
you mean
sanguination be
the extra
considered a virtue.
gold, yeah. Both of them
Welcome back.
actually stack.
Your
So you'll get
steadfast
more
loyalty is
antiques.
greatly
And you'll
appreciated.
also be able to stack gold even higher. So, yep. And her dodge buff also stacks. That's what you're talking about. Dylan, thank you for the resub. 14 months. You just had Subway? I haven't had Subway in so long. What'd you have? Make me hungry. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate it. Yeah, look at those subs. So this... Is it... Oh, okay. Right. So the key's like here, but you have to go up and then over and down. Yeah, okay. I remember. Successful foreign trade in the long run.
Grows.
Take a peek of your life. Iceberg Crusher. Thank you for the follow, Iceberg. Do that? Yeah. Yeah, Antiquarians stack. All their stuff stacks. Did we kill any other bosses after the Fanatic? No, we just did in the same dungeon the whole time. It's such a long dungeon. We're almost to the Viscount, though, so coming up on another boss. Probably like 4 or 5 fights away from it. Try multiple antiquarian runs. Yeah. Are you the only person whose Subway order hasn't changed since you're like 13? No, mine either. But here's the thing. Sometimes when they have like something new that sounds good, I will go try it. And I'm always disappointed I just didn't get what I already really love from there. So they'll have like barbecue pulled pork. I'm like, man, I love barbecue pulled pork. That's one of my favorite foods. And I'll try it and I'm like, this is so much worse than what I usually get. Every time. The first ever emote, yep. You always go back to Italian BMT. I get chicken bacon ranch, but instead of ranch, I get chipotle sauce. And then I get, you know, whatever sides I want, but chicken bacon ranch with pepper jack cheese and chipotle instead of ranch. Nice. Garden Guardian on the kill list, yep. Yep, and it'll be actually a little bit harder this time because we don't have a shield breaker. So I'm actually gonna have to do the fight mechanic. So that'd be kind of interesting too. Good meatball sub every time. Everything spicy black olive. Chicken teriyaki roast beef. Southwest Chipotle on all of them. Always. Yeah, Chipotle sauce. Dude. Just get 4 Mason's tools. We have sold several of those this run. When Subway told everyone that was healthy food. Yeah. I mean, it's healthy if you get like veggie only and you don't eat the bread, you know? There's always that asterisk there. It's like, this be your thing 20 years ago. I was going death, welcome in. Yeah, if you get no sauce, you get no bread. Whole wheat bread, slightly more healthy than the whites. But flatbread isn't that bad for you. Yeah. We might as well get rid of a little bit of stress. Why not? Like I tell people, if you can get rid of stress for free, even if you're at 5, do it. Just do it. Oh yeah, I've seen that too. Subway bread doesn't even meet the legal requirement to be called bread in some countries yet. It has too much sugar content or something like that. Classic France. think there's one more up before it goes down. Gideon sub place just made you order Subway more because you wanted subs. They didn't like the ones that they had. Mr. Sub. Canadian place. Okay. Potbellies. Yeah, I haven't been to Subway in a long time. My daughter really likes Subway. So occasionally I'll take her. My wife doesn't really like Subway very much. So occasionally I'll take, when my daughter and I have a daddy-daughter go do stuff day, she has me take her to Subway. Never had Firehouse subs. You know who has really awesome subs though? Charlie's. Is that only like a mall place? I've only ever seen those Charlie things in the malls. But man, they got some really good hot subs. I haven't had one of those in years. I can't even remember the last time I went to a mall, but I've only ever seen those at malls. Jersey Mike's. Yeah, I haven't had them yet either. I've heard good things though. Go on, Mike Bear Pig. Are you biased? Jersey Mike's has my name in it. First time ever seeing sun chips. That's another thing that they're like, sun chips are healthy. No, they're healthier. Pizza King. I've never heard of Pizza King. It's kind of interesting. Order from them once a week. I know, I'm getting hungry too. Never heard of any of those places. Got the stun, so I'm gonna heal here. You're in the drive-thru right now for Wendy's. So. Did you get me a double Baconator, Old Sage? Just email it to me. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've never tried Pizza King. I don't know. I don't even remember seeing one, but I'm guessing there must be one here in Indianapolis, right? If you guys are saying it's an Indiana thing, but I'm not from here. Originally, anyway. You wouldn't download a burger? My God, yeah, I would. I'd download a car, a burger. Firehouse, their smokehouse had more gristle than meats? Really? Let's go on. Lock, welcome in. Ham, welcome back. And as you know, there's at least one up there. Wimpy still exists? Forgot about Wimpy's. Oh God, wasn't Wimpy's the one that had those friggin' like dust bunny dirt ball strange mascots? Was that Wimpy's? What were they thinking with the mascot? These things were like disgusting. They would always sing. Sounds good, Shady. Thank you for the lurk.
Unnerved,
Red.
unbalanced.
Viscount fight. Your dungeon always makes fingers. Don't trust a sandwich shop that doesn't serve meatball subs. Oh, he got hit hard. Oh, it's Quiznos. Yeah, not Blimpies. You're right. That's the one I was thinking of. What was going on with that, though? Holy crap. That was such a weird friggin' decision. I don't even know. Very weird. Yeah, you're right. I got them mixed up. Quiznos versus Blimpies. Just gonna try and take out what we can. Meatball subs seems like a weird, unnatural idea to you. They're good, man. Good. That's what I used to get before I discovered the chicken bacon ranch with Chipotle. I used to go when I was a teenager. After I would do Raider practice, straight into varsity basketball practice. I used to go down to Subway. Was like 30 minutes away from where I lived. We didn't have restaurants in the town that I grew up in. I used to go drive to Subway, and I would eat 2 foot-long subs. God, I ate so many calories back then playing 2 sports at a time. I was just always freaking ravenous. They were called sponge monkeys. Teams that have screwed over their franchises. That's why there are so few left. It's not profitable to own one most of the time. 1 sub for each foot. Was ours connected to a gas station? No. When, like I said, the town I grew up in was very rural and super small. We had no restaurants. It still has no restaurants to this day, actually. But you could drive about 25 minutes away and you could hit a town that had restaurants, and it did have a Subway there, but the one there was not connected to a gas station. Never heard of anything connected to a gas station aside from Tim Hortons. It happens a lot. The most common one here is McDonald's. Almost every exit off the freeway has a gas station with a McDonald's. Very common. Egg salad sub from Subway. They gave him 3 times the normal amount of egg salad. Must have weighed like 5 pounds. Practice, have eaten it all back. Yeah, digital pickle, yeah. Same thing. I was doing Raiders, which is basically like a ROTC physical training competition stuff. I was doing varsity basketball, and a lot of times I'd have both practices in the same day. God, I ate so much back then. I had to. I was still like super, like I couldn't gain weight. Doing Ashen, dead. Every Walmart there has a McDonald's. Here, Subway is in all the Walmarts.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
I didn't scout. Did for greater part of your time, Oklahoma closed to remodel. Turns out they failed a health inspection trip. Tear the thing down and build another. It's kind of funny they put that behind we're closed for remodeling. They don't tell you it's forced remodeling, yeah. Walmart has Taco Bell and Pizza Hut. I've never seen those in a Walmart. Moral of the story, Oklahoma sucks. So. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I've seen McDonald's and Walmarts in Arizona. That's mainly what we ran into is McDonald's and Walmart. But here, all of them that we've gone to have Subway. Remodeling. We have to paint the rats. Are you dead? Yeah. Taco Bell and Pizza Hut don't even exist where you are. Let's go to Ashen. Going all right. It's not feeling 100% though. I'm hoping I can do the full stream today, but I'm starting to feel worse again. But let's see. Try our best. perks was that you got to bring the rats you could catch back home to feed your snake. Is the key in the next room, or is it this? It's this one. The Long Dark. I haven't played The Long Dark since it first hit early access. I played it a few hours when it first hit early access, but I've heard it's a lot, obviously a lot better and a lot fuller of a game these days. Just haven't made my way back to it. Your 3-year-old likes to say, pooping makes me feel better. That is not currently working with how I feel, unfortunately. No. Dragoon, Otto, welcome back. Finished story last night. Yeah, back when I played it, it didn't have a story. It just had the open world mode that you kind of started. But haven't had a chance to ever go back and play.
Gnawing uncertainty, the birthplace of dread.
Wait on, 2 more episodes come out. Oh, the ice cream machine thing. Sky God stream win. I do miss Sky God occasionally. I think about him sometimes.
Our community grows.
Jesse the Pious. Thank you for the follow, Jesse. Welcome in. Episode 3, they're supposed to release episode 4 and 5 this year. They're all dead. Hellion had a clean ice cream machine because the hotel you worked every night at had one. Man, I remember, God, how old was I? I don't remember. A long time ago, I worked somewhere that had a deep fryer, and no one would clean the friggin' thing. And so I ended up cleaning it because I worked overnight, and I would clean it. I think when I got hired on there, and the first time, there are things that are supposed to be done like every night, but when I got hired on, and I checked those things, like they hadn't been done in a long time, like months. There was like moldy chicken down behind the counters and stuff. It was just really disgusting. But anyway, cleaning and changing out the deep fryers for like those huge, cook 50 pieces of fried chicken at once kind of things was such a friggin' pain. It's no wonder those other people didn't do it, but man, that sucked. So gross. I don't know how long those people left it. It's like, and immediately after I did it, the chicken was no longer as dark. The oil, I don't even, ugh. Anyway, if you ever get fried chicken somewhere and it's like extra dark, you might want to ask, they can clean the fryer or something. Probably spit in your food if you ask them that though. We're gonna have to take this key. Oh, whoops, I'm trying to use it on the chest. Put up the deep fryer. Panda was a pain. God, it sucked. I don't know what kind they used, but yeah. It was always so freaking hot. Dallas, welcome in. How's it going, Dallas? This is a sucky hall spawn. The less you know about your favorite food places, the better, yeah. Yeah, it's an extremely long dungeon. Look at this. And this is the optimal route through the dungeon. It's so long. Many, many, many dozens of battles. How's the morning stream? It's going alright. It's going alright overall. Not feeling too good this week though, so didn't get to stream yesterday. Wire through an attic to your hands and knees through bat crap and broken glass. Guano. Well, we're getting close. That sucks. There's a Burger King we used to stop at every time I went to the orthodontist. So one day, I had to use the restroom. So went in there, was poop on the ceiling, walls, and toilet. Never went again. You could stop knocking our man at arms to the back. That would be fantastic. Oh, this is so long.
How quickly the tide turns.
At least they can crit our man at arms, I guess. In the grill, when COVID came, arrows got cut by a third. I don't know how they stayed open, no one to clean the grill. They're dead. We gotta heal here. What's our stun percent? 50%, 60%. Ooh, 80%. Worth. They just buy a whole new grill every few days, so they must be making bank then. As long as there's no food inspector, no one will ever know. Yeah, they do. Here it comes again. All right, Rib Cracker. Kill your local. It's probably not good advice. Let's go on Prime. Welcome in. Let's go in the dungeon. It's going well. We're just in one of the longest dungeons in the game, so it's taking forever. Good ways cleaning a grill heat activated acid. How does this and like a short dungeon both count as a single week? Time moves oddly at the estates. He's dead anyway. Might as well get the buff on them. Stop throwing it down. Wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff. That's how. As always. We're almost there. All right. Gate room, and then Viscount is after this. All right, let's get our buffs to the Viscount.
Huddled together, furtive and
Every
vulnerable.
time you camp, it's a new day. It's
Rats
also
in
the
a
time it
maze.
takes to get to the location and the return trip. They all take roughly a week. Yeah. It is weird that this one is epic and we could camp here like 7 or 8 or what? How many are there? Like 6 camps or something easily accessible. All right, let's get our dodge up, our damage up, and our crit up. Heard of a Super Nintendo game called ActRaiser? I don't remember that one now. Here's Sky God game. Can't help but recall that game. You play as a god in the sky. No, I don't remember that one. All right. As far as moves go, I think this is fine. Is there a chance we hit up Retribution? Very little. Very little. But it's more likely to use Retribution than Rampart. So. This is good. All right, we made it. Hooray. Viscount, more like Viscount, am I right?
The gluttonous taste for morbidity is made more pronounced by his mutation.
He's got an idea of a new custom queen. All right, we got our bolster up. Let's get to it. Oh, he resists the bleed. That really sucks, actually. Minus 20 accuracy. What are you thinking, sir? We have stacked dodge. Last time we were here, we killed him in 4 rounds, 3 or 4 rounds, but we had a Hellion. We do not have a Hellion this time, so that's not gonna happen this time. Hey, you can't hit. You have such low accuracy. Stop it. Didn't you hear me laugh at you about your accuracy? Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. These things are flaying around. I think they have a little bit of life left in them. Do I care if he riposts us? I only care if it hits me really hard. No, okay, I don't care. A 0? He's actually getting to do his mechanic. We haven't seen these mechanics in a long time. But yeah. My stake is still moving, waiter. Sure am missing our Hellion right now. Fighting the fight the way the developers intended. What kind of crap is this? Ridiculous. AMA stands for Ask Me Anything. Screw it. I think wait, one of his actions. 50% damage, yeah, but He goes through his buffs really fast because he has 3 actions per turn. We'll get him down to 2 actions per turn doing this at least. Ask me anything. Okay, what does AMA stand for? It stands for Ask Me Anything. All right. It's time. He's got to be asking himself, why is your Jester moving to the front? Upgrading you. I haven't played since Saturday. No, I couldn't stream yesterday. Couldn't stream yesterday, unfortunately. Zuma. Anything. What's ET short for? Because he's got little legs. God, this is the longest thing's ever been alive against me. All right, 85 crit. Finale. Pretty good move. Heal through that, jerk. Could even do an IRL toilet install stream. All right. Well, I don't care about extra loot. We were only here to kill him, so I don't care about extra loot, right? Don't want to. Nah, I'm fine. I guess we might as well use the carts at least. Because you can get other things other than food. It's super common, but
awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Oh yeah, I got a steam pop up. Thank you. Turns out we were slightly over prepared. What's the trinket? It's speed and dodge for the Jester. We actually already sold that once this run. Because we sold it, it was able to drop again. You're watching IRL toilet install stream. Well, it's already been done now, so. Yeah, it's one of the set pieces for the Jester. It's not great, I would say. 20 dodge position 1 is kind of interesting, but 124 hours till you become a true fan. Oh, that reminds me, if anyone's interested, you can type exclamation OnlyFans now. I finally set up that command for anyone that's interested. There you go. That was Count Me Out's redemption. Alright. GG. Oh, what a long friggin' dungeon. How long was that? Ashen sucks. Not you, Ashen Viper. Spiritual doesn't do anything. Cove Explorer doesn't really matter. Bad Humor sucks. Gifted is fine. Nervous sucks, so. Alright. Let's see here. That was 2 hours and 19 minutes. Good lord. Alright, let me split the recording.